Ford High School Weekly is brought to you by your Oklahoma Ford dealers. Ford is the best in Oklahoma. And by Billy Sims Barbecue. It's not just barbecue, it's Boomer Q.
Welcome to Ford High School Weekly. I'm your host, Deanna Amate. On this week's episode, football season is around the corner, so we got a special guest, Steele Wasel from the Choctaw Yellowjackets, here to talk with us about the upcoming season and some of his latest news. Steele, how's it going?
Good. How about yourself?
Not too bad, man. Not too bad. So here at Ford High School Weekly, we like to get to know the man outside of his sports world. So is it all right if we ask you some questions about some of your favorite things in life?
Yeah, go ahead.
All right, cool. So first and foremost, what does Steele Wasel like to do to have fun?
I just like to, spend time with my friends and my family, people I care about, and just really do anything with them, make memories.
So what kind of memories have you made this summer?
Everything, going, doing one-on-ones, 2-on-2s at midnight, going and playing soccer, basketball, going to water slides, swimming, fishing, whatever, really.
So it has been pretty hot this summer, so all the water activities don't surprise me, but what are some of your favorite ways have been to stay cool throughout the summer?
I've gone to the lake a few times. That's always fun. Took a trip to Gulf Shores, Alabama over spring break. That was really fun, getting in the ocean. And then, just recently, me and some of my buddies went up to a lake and we kayaked down a river. That was pretty cool.
Hold on, wait a minute. You kayaked down a river. Tell us some more about that. How was that experience for you guys?
It was really fun. It was kind of cool, just go do something that I've never done before with my buddies. There was we just got in the river and there was some rapids. Fell out once. That was kind of scary, but made it out okay.
So you fell out once. What was that experience like, falling out of the boat?
It was crazy because by the time that my buddies noticed that I fall out, they was already like 30 feet down there, and I was just kind of holding on to a rock, waiting for somebody to help me. And luckily, 2 minutes later, some nice people came down the stream and helped me out.
Well, goodness gracious, man. That sounds like a scary experience. It sounds like you're a little too chill about that. So were you not scared in that moment, or is it not as bad as it made out to be?
It was pretty scary. It was pretty scary, but it wasn't too bad. It was just some rocks. I didn't have my shoe on. That's all I was worried about. So I just didn't want to, freak out or anything. I just waited for someone to come help me.
Well, I'm glad somebody definitely got to you and was able to help you and get you back inside the boat. All right, next question. Favorite superhero?
Favorite superhero? I like Superman a lot because, the Man of Steel and, all that stuff. But I like Batman a lot, too.
All right, so it sounds like you're a DC comic guy. So it's Batman and it's Superman. I've seen you play, all right, and I've seen you do the Superman pose a couple of times. Where'd you get that from?
I was a big fan of Cam Newton growing up as a little kid. Kind of, seeing him doing that on TV. Started doing it, and it just kept it up ever since, I guess.
Right on. Speaking of, as far as going into football, and you being a quarterback and watching so many guys before you, who do you kind of model your game off of as far as the quarterback position?
I'd say, obviously, Tom Brady and Aaron Rodgers, they're two of the big ones. And, I like Josh Allen right now in the NFL. But really the first one that I really I was a really big fan of was I just started kind of taking after was Baker Mayfield at OU. I was a really big fan of him and, how he kind of led his teams and how he was just a really good leader.
I like it. So with all those quarterbacks you just listed off and all those individuals, they play for a number of teams, but which one is your favorite NFL and pro team?
I'm a fan of the Redskins or the Commanders right now, the Washington Commanders.
Why is that? Is it a family thing, or is there a specific player that you watched growing up that made you really like the Commanders? What's the reason behind that?
So my dad always liked him, so kind of that. And then when I first started really liking growing up and liking football, I was a big fan of RG3 at Baylor, and he got drafted with them. I was a big fan and just ever stuck with him ever since.
Well, I'm not gonna lie, man. Back in my day, I played against RG3. Got a couple sacks on him. Not gonna lie.
That must have been pretty good.
Well, we weren't too bad back in our day. We weren't too bad. When we come back, we'll talk with Steele Wasel about more about football and what he's been up to this summer. We'll be right back here on Ford High School Weekly. Welcome back to Ford High School Weekly. We're talking with the signal caller over there for the Yellowjackets over there for Choctaw, my man Steele Wasel. Now, Steele, football season is around the corner, but we're in the summer right now, and I know that you've been getting ready and putting in the work. So what has the preparation been like for the upcoming season?
The preparation has just been showing up to summer workouts, going hard every day and try my hardest to get everybody there, get everybody there working hard too, and just get as much kind of camaraderie, working together in the off season we could. If that was right after workouts, throwing on the field, or at 11 at night, getting whoever can come up there, just getting working whenever we can.
So as far as getting some of the guys together and working on things, what have you and your receivers and skill position guys, running backs included, been working on primarily during the summer?
We've just really been working on learning our playbook and being able to execute it the best we can, working on our timing, just getting all the basic stuff right, getting our fundamentals down.
What have you been working on individually?
Individually, I've been working just mostly I try to work as much with my guys that I'm going to be playing with as much as I can, getting our playbook right, getting our timing and stuff, and then, I'll go just whenever else I can, go get throwing sessions into working on my mechanics and other stuff like that.
So as far as your mechanics and going through most, like, how do you know what you need to work on?
I've kind of, I have some, just some personal checklists of stuff that, I'm always trying to keep myself in check and, think about what I'm doing. But I work with, my trainer, Derek Rasmussen, a lot. He keeps me in check. I normally go throw with him about 4 times a week. And then back when, a few weeks ago before all of the dead periods with the coach and stuff, I was working with my new OC, Coach Garfield. He was helping me with my base and, just stuff like that during the week after workouts.
So your base, kind of explain to the viewers what you mean by that. I mean, a lot of people hear these football terminologies, but it's not every day that they get to talk to elite quarterbacks like yourself going through this process. So what do you mean by your base?
My base, I kind of mean like the foundation, because you throw with your legs and your hip and your core, not as much with your arms, starts from the ground up. And so, it's kind of the foundation of your throw. And it's just working on, being able to keep that in the prime position to throw and not having to, lose seconds and getting the ball out to have to reset your base. And you just want to work on always being able to be in a position to throw the ball no matter what the situation in front of you is.
All right, so we talked about the summer and some of the training that you guys in the Yellowjackets have been doing. You talked about what you've been doing individually to get ready for the season, but how have you had fun this summer? I mean, have you gotten into any trouble? Have you done anything exciting as far as, just having some fun and enjoying your senior summer?
Oh yeah, for sure. That's a thing that our coach Corbin's been preaching to us in the locker room every day is we just need to be the most connected team as possible. So we're just, obviously our number one priority is getting our work in, but when we're not working, we're doing something together, hanging out outside off the football field.
Give us an example of some of the things that you guys have done outside of the football field.
We'll go fish. I had a big old water slide in my house the other day. We were all over here swimming on it. We swam, go get food out together, play golf a lot too. Just really anything.
All right, so now let's talk about the golf, man. I know you quarterbacks are big into playing golf and hitting those long bombs, but so how good of a golfer are you?
I'd say like a 4 or 5, like an honest rating. Not like nothing. Not good, but not bad.
So when did you start playing golf?
I started playing a little bit when COVID happened. It was really fun to get outside, do all that stuff. But just really this summer, me and my group of buddies have been playing a little, pretty good amount.
So when did you get clubs?
Probably about 4 years ago. My dad gave me his old bag, and I've just stuck with those.
So you're not in the handicap situation right now, are you? Or are you just out there playing for fun? You know what your handicap is, or you just I'm just hitting the ball around?
Yeah, I'm normally like 10, 15 over, somewhere in there.
That's pretty impressive, man.
It's sorry.
Well, when we come back, we'll talk with Steele Wasel more about football and what it's like to be a Yellow Jacket. Ford High School Week. Welcome back to Ford High School Weekly. We're talking to the man of steel himself, Steele Wasel with the Yellowjackets of Choctaw. Now, Steele, how did you get started playing football?
I want to say I was like first grade, kindergarten. Probably I was pretty young. I was playing up with some people about a year older than me, and then I guess I don't know. I just liked it from there. I really liked hanging out with my buddies, doing something that I was good at, that they enjoyed. Working towards the same goal.
So, have you always been good, or is it something that you kind of grew into?
I would say passing the ball about freshman, sophomore year, COVID year. Really, that's when I kind of learned how to do that. But I've always been a pretty good athlete.
So what was the first position that you played, or have you always been a quarterback?
My first year, I played like corner, like tight end when I was real young. Then the next year, I moved to a different team with my papa that I was coaching. It was just with some different, like a different group of kids, and then I started playing quarterback, and ever since then I played quarterback all my life.
So who was your coach?
My papa.
Yeah,
Papa Joe Miller. And he was
so is he the one that kind of put the ball in your hand?
Yeah, probably. He played quarterback himself back in the day.
Where did he play at?
He played at Choctaw, and then he went to OSU.
Hey, I like to hear it. I like to hear it a lot.
Yes, sir.
So I'm guessing you come from a pretty big athletic family.
Yeah, my dad was good at baseball. My mom was a real good softball and basketball player, and my papa played football. And he was my uncle was a boxer.
So you had no choice. You had to be an athlete.
Yeah, I mean, I guess so.
Yeah. So with that being said, what has it meant for your family to see you grow and evolve and play the game that you love?
I think it's been cool for them, and we've been able to take some trips out together, see some pretty cool places, and see some pretty cool things in that. And I think it's just been cool for them to be involved in it from a young age to now all the way through.
So what's your earliest memory on the football field?
Probably I remember a game like back we played on a team. We weren't the greatest little league team way back in like third, fourth grade, and I almost had like a heat stroke at a game. I think that's the first one or something like that. That's the first one I remember.
Third grade?
Some way back there. It was a hot day. I was running the ball a lot, playing both ways, and got pretty hot.
Well, I mean, us athletes have to play two ways, man. So I'm sure they taught you about hydration that day.
Oh yeah.
All right. With that being said, what are some of the memories that you cherish the most on the football field? I mean, now that you mentioned your earliest memories, what's some of your favorite?
My favorite memories, I just think of, just all the good times of, Little League football with my buddies, playing with those same kids through middle school. And then, I've all of our good memories at practice and our, the wins we've had with the people I've had a good connection with in high school, and still got more to make.
You certainly do. But recently you did make a decision and a commitment of where you're going to further play at the next level. So tell the viewers where you decided to commit to.
I committed to Akron in Ohio.
So what made you want to commit to Akron and play football over there with those guys?
Yeah, so going into my junior year, I took a trip out to Oregon. That's where the Coach Moorhead, he was the OC at Oregon back then. I went out in July. Took my pretty much my whole family out there, and we really had a good connection out there. And then when he moved, when he got the head job at Akron, they offered me a scholarship, and we made a really good connection in Oregon. That's who I picked. I wanted to play for.
Well, congratulations on that, man. That's a big accomplishment, and it's a tough thing to get a college scholarship. So committing and deciding to play at the next level is a big thing. So congratulations on that.
Thank you.
So you said you met him at Oregon and you're following him to Ohio. So what is that relationship like with you guys?
The first time we really communicated really was at that camp. There's a little film room thing, went over a few of their concepts at Oregon. And I just really liked the philosophy and, how his mind worked and, designing those plays. And then when he went to Akron, I was introduced to, he hired Coach Fessler. He was QB coach at Ohio State, just moved over from there to Akron. And after he offered me, I made a good connection with Coach Fessler and decided that's where I wanted to be at.
What other schools and places have you visited through your whole recruiting process?
I took trips to A&M, took some back to OU, back my freshman year. I went to Arkansas, Louisville, took some to Rice, went to UNLV, and I can't think. I think that's about it. That's the only ones I can think of. I took a few trips. I'm trying to.
Man, you went all over the country, man.
Yeah, I remember my sophomore year. I was taking a lot of trips in the summer. That's part of the reason why I shut down my commitment early too. Wanted to just have the summer at home, hang out with my family, my friends, some more.
I mean, and that's kind of probably one of the good things about doing everything so early is you get to meet and shake hands with a lot of coaches and get familiar. And once you see all those campuses and all the things that they present to you, kind of know exactly what you want, and you kind of knock off teams by process of elimination, huh?
Yeah, that explains it perfectly.
I don't blame you, man. I don't blame you. Well, congratulations on Akron. I'm sure it sounds like you've made the choice for you, and we're looking forward to see what you do at the next level.
Oh, yes, sir. Thank you.
Well, when we come back, we'll talk with my man Steele Wasel about the upcoming season and what the Yellowjackets have to offer. We'll be right back on Ford High School Weekly. Welcome back to Ford High School Weekly. We got the quarterback of the Choctaw Yellowjackets, Steele Wasel, with us here. Now, the upcoming season, we mentioned it is around the corner, soon approaching. So what does the Yellowjackets have to offer for the state of Oklahoma this year?
I think we got a really good squad. You guys know about the Latrell, RJ, Jax, Will, all of them. But I think the thing that we'll be showing everybody this year is that we got the new people we got coming in is gonna, they're gonna make a name for themselves.
So as far as you and your team, I mean, your sophomore year reaching the state finals and coming up just short and having that taste of victory in your mouth and being at the stage to reach that gold ball, what kind of motivation and battery does that put in your back?
It just motivates me every day to just, if we got that close, think about what I can do better to go do it again, and just think that, learn from it, do things differently that, to make up 3 points, and that's all we got to do.
Now, do you feel like there's any pressure on yourself with it being your senior year, you being the main guy, the leader of this team? Is there any pressure to kind of reach that stage for Choctaw one more time with it being your last opportunity?
I'd say no, but yes at the same time, because, I feel like just the standard that we all hold ourselves to out there, the past 3 years have been, we always have pressure on ourselves because we need to be in that game every year. We need to be winning it every year because we have the talent to.
So if you have the talent, if you have the capability, you got the coaching staff, what is it going to take to reach that game and surpass everybody in the playoffs and be where you want to be at the end of the year?
It's just really going to be a tale of, I guess, can we continue doing what we're doing right now every day and not get, not slow up or get lackadaisical during, kind of slow up, get lost in the long season, and just see if we can stay dedicated and just stay getting better every day.
So if that's what it's going to take to get that accomplished, what do you individually as a leader have to do to help your team reach that goal and to keep those things away, keep those negative things like that away from you?
just make sure that I'm communicating with everybody every day, staying close with everybody, staying in contact with them, and just showing up and working hard.
As the leader of this team, is there anything individually that you're looking forward to or trying to accomplish with it being your senior year?
I just want to make sure everybody's, working hard. I want to make sure everybody's the best player that they can be by the time the game comes around.
So as far as you as the quarterback and again, like trying to accomplish some goals and knock some things off your bucket list, what are some of the things that you have, above your whiteboard or in your mirror every morning when you're looking at things to be successful and be great this season?
I really just, the only really goal I'd set is, just win a state championship. And so whatever it takes of me, whatever I need to do to, help achieve that is, what I'm focused on every day.
All right, man. Well, we got you on a couple of forward game of the weeks against Edmond, Santa Fe, and Deer Creek. So we'll be looking out for you trying to achieve those goals and hopefully getting the Yellowjackets to that gold ball once again.
Yes, sir.
Appreciate you for joining us, Steele. I really appreciate it, and good luck with the upcoming season.
All right, thank you.
Laverty has a little bit of time. He's going back for the end zone, jumps in front of the defender, but defense comes away with the interception and the victory.
Go to YurView.com/OK for highlights, and check out our podcast and past episodes at YurView.com/OK. We'll see Steele Wasel and the Choctaw Yellowjackets a couple times this season on the forward game of the week. Check them out September 2nd as they take on Edmond Santa Fe, and October 7th as they take on the Deer Creek Antlers. Only the best in Oklahoma, like Steele Wasel, make the Forward High School Weekly. So until next time, thank you for watching, and I'm Deanna Monte.
Forward High School Weekly has been brought to you by your Oklahoma Ford dealers. Ford is the best in Oklahoma. And by Billy Sims Barbecue. It's not just barbecue, it's Boomer Q.